Hello everyone, I'm Woodchuck and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be drawing Hallritt. I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm not sure. When I go to Google Translate it turns into Swedish and it gets an accent. Hallritt, something like that. Hallritt, I'm going to say Hallritt. How many times am I going to say that? Who knows? But that's what I'm going to be drawing today. Which is very fitting seeing that the first episode of the Red Bouquet voice drama came out recently. And yes, I know it was like last month. I'm a little late, but to talk about it a bit. But here I am now. Also, apparently, I heard like the Blue Bouquet is going to be dropping their voice drama episode one. I think it's episode one. Their voice drama like this month. That's what I heard. Although everything I get, I have to translate it because I don't speak Japanese. I am going to mention though that this drawing is kind of inspired by, if it wasn't obvious, the new Red Bouquet song. I can't remember the song's name at the moment, but it is inspired by that, the flowers obviously and stuff. Because I tried to draw a different picture and that wouldn't turn out great, so I ended up redrawing this is what I came up with. Anyway, back to about the Red Bouquet episode. I was there when it premiered, although I couldn't understand anything because I don't speak Japanese, except for like I'm familiar with maybe like 2 to 3 words. Otherwise, nothing else. Oh, there was someone in the comments who was doing like rough translation, I think, of some stuff. But I didn't notice that. And also, I was like arrived halfway through. So I didn't really know what was going on much, but you kind of get the general idea. But thanks to this person who left a comment on my Tumblr post when I was talking about this, they shared with me that someone else had made a rough translation for it. So if any of you are interested in it, I will be linking in the description. It will take you to their Twitter page, which if you click their link, it should take you to a Google document where they wrote the whole episode translated. They said it is rough, so there will be mistakes, just to let you know. But if you're interested, I'll leave that link in my description. So I never really watched a voice drama before. I heard a little clip of one once. But when I first saw this one, I was very surprised because it's kind of like, I guess, a visual novel, which I don't know anything much about those either, but it reminds me of those because, it has the character there and the background and the dialogue, visual, obviously. It was actually a pleasant surprise. It's actually interesting seeing that. I also sometimes am a little bit not sure if I should talk more about the dialogue and everything because I did have the rough translation version. So that's why I'm a little iffy about talking more about it because, in case things are incorrect. And I really don't like talking about some stuff if I'm incorrect. It's kind of like one thing I don't like. But from what I've seen, it's very interesting. Don't know really what I was expecting because it's kind of not what I expected, but it is very interesting. And I do look forward to see what's going to happen next and everything in the story. Also, Rimicha, I think that's how you say his name. We all know he is Shark Teeth Boy. I say that, the Shark Teeth Boy. I did say Shark Teeth, but I mean that's how me and my sister define him because of his teeth. But I guess I didn't expect him to be like a, how do I explain that? Overly emotional character, I guess. I mean, you probably should expect that. But also from the voice drama, kind of seems like he has like self-doubt, I guess would be the thing, which I didn't expect. And it's just like, but this is all from the rough translation. I'm just saying, I just want to make sure I'm clarifying. This is all the stuff I'm saying is because I've listened to the rough translation, or read the rough translation, I mean. But yeah, just clarification because I don't want to, say stuff and some stuff's incorrect. But yeah, I do look forward to seeing like the future episodes to see what the story's going to bring, what's going to happen. It's actually interesting. Also, they were mentioning things about a legend or something, which I feel like that's going to be obviously important. Anyway, yeah, look forward to see what's going to happen next there. But I was like, also, I am going to bring up the song again, which was released pretty much like on the same day. I really liked it, probably because it has violins, and I really like violins in songs and music in general. So anyway, when it came to drawing this drawing, I was struggling with like Hallritt, trying to say his name correctly, to the best of my ability. I was struggling with his hair a lot because I struggle with messy hair. And like I think the issue, I just repeated that twice, is that I zoom in sometimes a lot when I draw things, which makes things out of proportion. And I think it's better when you draw it farther so you see the full picture. But it's hard for me to do that when I draw digitally because I have to use my finger and I prefer being closer so the lines would be clearer. Because when you're farther away, it's more, the lines are less controlled for me. So yeah, just trying my best with that. Had to modify it multiple times and fix it. But I was finally happy with how it turned out because, especially to me, messy hairs are always so hard for me because I don't really draw really messy hair things. Also, like another thing I struggle with is I should really improve on that. People are talking about because I hear people how to prove art and stuff like that. Is like when you're good at some better, decent at something, you should move on to parts that you really struggle with instead, so you can get better at that. But like I don't know. It's like I think like a lot of people, including me, it's like doesn't like doing difficult things sometimes. Like yeah, I do some things, but it's just like I just do the stuff that I'm comfortable with. But like another thing I struggle with is like wrinkles and clothing, which I should improve on that because I do want to improve in drawing clothing, like making the fabric look more like fabric instead of just and making it look nice. Guess kind of more weight to it and make it look better. I was struggling with the wrinkles in the jacket sleeve, so I'm like trying to copy it, but also change it up a bit because of the angle of the arm. But try my best as usual. That's all I can do is try my best. Also, I added like two shadows. I added not two, sorry. I mean 3-layer shadows for the jacket and stuff. And I decided to add blur to the edge of the shadows because I've seen someone do it before, and I thought it would make it look nicer. I Some parts look nice to me, other parts maybe looks like it's a little too much. But I think it maybe just has to do with that I'm not used to having a lot of soft edges in my drawing. I'm used to usually sharp edges. But it's an experiment. I tried it and I think it turned out nice. Also, I actually don't know what kind of flowers Hallritt is holding. So if anyone's actually know what flowers are these, please tell me because I do not know. I'm not sure if they're like poppies. I don't think they're poppies because I think poppies are small, obviously smaller. I should know that. But like, I don't know what flowers there are. If anyone knows, please tell me because I have no clue. I was trying to add some glow around palette because I've seen that before, but I actually do not know how to do that on digital art or in general. So I'm experimenting. So yeah, I end up messing with things, and that's why you see this whole mess of colors here, or later on, depending when this plays. But yeah, it's just because I was experimenting. It's there for a little bit, but then it's gone because I was trying to figure things out. I want to figure out how to do that. I don't know how to do it yet. I seen it actually when someone explained it to me on the internet, obviously, and I honestly can't remember how to do that because sometimes people draw because, like, it's sunset. I actually think this is a nice picture, and the light's coming kind of from behind him. Some scenes, I think, or some in a spot a bit. It's the idea, kind of more like an angle. Sorry, just trying to say that word correctly. Sometimes I rush a word or something, so I don't say it correctly. But I've seen people somehow get a glow around the character with lighting. I don't know if it's with add in the layer section or something. I don't know exactly how to do it. I've seen someone do it before and I can't remember at all. I'll have to find a tutorial again sometime. Someday. I don't know why I said day like that. So I would learn how to do that because I cannot remember. But I tried my best. And overall, I think it turned out really nice. I like it a lot. Also, I added when I was doing the lighting, so you make the shine, obviously. I added, try to remember how to say that word. Give me a second. Oh yeah, I added the blur around the areas of light, and I think that actually made it look really nice. It kind of looks to me, I guess, like more realistic light a bit because light is kind of like I don't know, some edges look blurred to me and it looked nice, and I really actually like that part. I might use that more often when I do lighting to add like a blur on it, because I do see people that when it comes to shadows and stuff like that, you need to blur a bit on it. I'm still learning all this stuff, and it was just kind of an experiment. But I'm actually really happy with how this drawing turned out. And thank you to all of you who listened to me talk and watched this video. I appreciate it. If you liked it, please leave a like and a comment. if you're interested in seeing this picture more close up, or more art in mine in general, I said that kind of incorrectly, a link to my Instagram and my Tumblr will be linked below. And yeah, have a good night or day wherever you are. And I hope we will see you guys, or you guys will hear me next time. Bye!